All right, let's see if this all works now. So I can test the audio before. Okay, let's turn mic monitoring down. All right, welcome. This is Super Stream Saturday. I got it just in time, and just to let you know, I'm on Cali time. So if you're on the East Coast or Central, it's probably considered Sunday. So next time, what I'll do, I'll like if it's kind of like right in between Saturday and Sunday, I'll try to stream earlier. That's good. There you go. All right. Okay, so now we're on game 9. Yeah, so the PS1 actually has help now. One of the biggest games of all time that helped define the PlayStation era, Final Fantasy VII. Going against Nintendo now in the queue. And what I do in these Super Stream Saturdays, I'm taking the best of the best, what I grew up with. And yeah, I saw the PlayStation when I was growing up, right after, not long after the N64 when I got Super Mario, and I was just like, oh man, that's cool. And it was the original PlayStation, and it had like a certain skin cover on it, like a sticker on the PlayStation 1, which was interesting. But one of the first games I played that helped define the beginnings of the 3D era, Final Fantasy VII. And there's so many games out there, like, I'm just like passing through. I was actually considering Banjo-Kazooie in this time frame, which is a very, very high regarded game. Very great, but it's not included in my stream. And I do regard this is, to respect to all the Twitch streamers, I love Twitch. And this, I literally, Twitch is almost, might as well be most of my life that I do. So anything, everything. So yeah, I'm just so excited to be on here. But I feel like I'm one of the very best streamers coming up because of the type of varieties I can do. So yeah, right now this is Final Fantasy VII. It's more of a turn-based game, so it's not going to be real-time action. So having that fast reaction time necessarily isn't usually that required too much, but you still have to be fast enough to click the right prompts in time, because it does, the timer goes down, and you don't want to sit there while an enemy could attack, and you could have had that attack before, because the timer's constantly going. So, yeah, once again, this is the very best of the best stream. I only do this on Saturdays and Sundays, and then we have a super stream Sunday. We continue. Because I came on kind of late, so it's good that we have another day. Starts with an S. For people that don't know. So please follow me. I really, really appreciate it. One of the biggest, I feel like, coming up with Twitch, with my set of skills in gaming. I have such a passion. There should not be any need for me to be like at the bottom. One of the best, if not the best. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the variety of fun on Super Stream Saturday, going into Sunday, starting off with Carl. Very great story too, very emotional, along with the gameplay. Even though it's just, not really too much of a real-time battle, because it's based on just really stats. But it still, I ended up enjoying it. It became a very vital part of gaming. So yeah, Mario's in trouble. Cloud's coming for the top of the popularity, entertainment, fame, Twitch. Best of the best games. brought to you by yours truly, Sonic Hayes, one of the fastest gamers in all existence, soon be recognized. But I love everybody else. I don't want to just say that ego for me, but I really feel like I've been underappreciated in that regard, so I'm showing everybody what I can do, how many different video games I grew up with. So right now we're at the beginning, we're trying to set up a bomb for this, for the Shinra factory. I don't give a Shinra! And there's Barrett, another character. Not exactly the nicest type of people, but seems like he gets the job done. Summons in this game, which is very fascinating. Cool summons under what's the word I'm thinking of? It's like brain fart. Yeah, I apologize for that brief delay. I accidentally hit the source button on my TV and it went to the other thing. This Samsung takes a little bit of getting used to, and this little speaker icon will pop up if I'm pressing up and down and it go off flashes. So there's like certain nitpicks, and sometimes my monitor will flicker. I will go into details, possibly how to fix that. I'll possibly do it in another streaming channel, or this one maybe. But yeah, I'm very gifted in the technical aspect as well. Very talented in computers. So I just put it back in there. It really helped too, because there's a lot of PC games too during this time that I feel fond of. We may get to in streaming, I do have one of the highest powered PCs in existence, a 90X 3D, whatever you call those things. And see, a lot of people go with NVIDIA. Now, I know I research everything. Like, my mind is to the T. AMD is doing pretty good, I will say, with all the controversy and stuff. Usually NVIDIA is the top gun, but yeah. I have to give it to AMD because their card seems pretty stable, and I can run pretty much everything on RX 9070 4K. So very impressive card for that technical stuff. And the FSR is phenomenal. The work that these people do at a more budget-friendly card. NVIDIA is based on, yeah, you're getting the best of the best, but you're paying that premium, and that premium has obviously gone ridiculously high with the tariffs and everything. So yeah, consoles are looking definitely good, and well, I guess probably not for prices for tariffs now, but still better than at least PC. During this era, and there's a lot of that I want to get to. It's just very fascinating. There's so many battle system. Well, they do, but like the ones that I grew up on, more real time. But this is more of a change. to the usual things I usually like, the real time, but the way the story captivated me, and then the variety of characters, it was really cool to immerses you in the experience. So this actually may be a multiple parts of a game, because it's an RPG, so it's going to be pretty lengthy. Really get to see it spread its wings. Time to jet. Oh, I gotta fight this enemy too. Boss. I meant to say the other one. I went so fast, I was just like rapidly pressing A just to get through the prompts. Yeah, might have to slow down in that regard. I did it again. For some reason. It's probably harder. I'm gonna turn on the AC. Yeah, like a little portable AC unit from Amazon. It's pretty nifty. It's only like $30. Pretty nice. It may have gone up by now. And my other one is USB powered. It is so convenient. Because then I can take it everywhere. I love technology. Another special mention, oh wait, that's a little bit late in the generation. But to remind you again, like, other certain games did not make it in this super screen. Saturday. Brain fog then. I guess I am progressing forward because in this game you gotta talk to certain characters to progress through the storyline. okay, sometimes, like, if you don't know, like, which person you can't even talk to, you gotta run out, like, to certain places to trigger another event. That's another thing about this game. It can be a little, cryptic. Especially with the environment. It can be hard to move around to see, like, what you can even step on and everything. And, a lot of people don't realize, like, a lot of these older games, they hold a certain charm. Because there's a lot of copycats that copy pretty much every single game that I'm going to do in Super Stream Sunday and Super Stream Saturday. Because they set a foundation. Even as corny and cheesy as people may think, Power Rangers used to be like looked on upon like lame and stupid. Now the old 90s Power Rangers is getting a remaster, a 4K remaster by Hasbro. Just saw it in the news, so that's really cool. And yeah, it's just interesting to see all these old remasters and things coming back now with the use of technology, because well, it's been like that for a while, but I'm definitely gonna show it in Super Stream Saturday and Sunday. You get to really see the full array again, the best of the best from all the generations of games that I grew up with. And I played a lot of other games too, besides this, these main games, but I'm filtering out the top, and yeah, it is very interesting to have a stream like this, because I don't think anyone really in Twitch is going to be able to do the scope I am able to do with the recent privilege. I've just been helped by the people in California. I just want to say a big thank you to San Francisco, because it's just, even with all the stuff going on and everything, if you're lucky enough to find the right people, you'll be just propelled into just amazing things. And an interesting fact, I just moved from Florida not long ago, less than a year ago, so I haven't even been in California for a full year. So yeah, it's just been a really amazing. A big shout out to San Francisco and California for helping me provide all the technology that I needed to do these streams, because it's real important to have every single system and a high-powered PC. And right now I'm playing on Xbox Series X recently, which I got from a Target here. Very amazing store that they're still going. There's still a gripe that I'm going to have to do with Target, because for some reason I think someone stole my identity and everything, and I like maxed out on ID returns when I try to return an air filter. I haven't even heard of you can max out your ID limit on a return thing. It's just really fascinating. So once you get to see all the technical aspects of different things and technologies that grew up through all the years, and you got to see like, oh, Florida had these things on applications, and now I know what that means when it says exemption from California and everything. And now everything is coming to a head, I feel like now, with my Super Stream Saturdays and Sundays, because I feel like video games are the future. Whether older people, younger people want to believe it or not, video games are the future. They're the present and they're the past, in my opinion. Whenever they first started out, and this is a very important era right here. You got the PlayStation 1 and the N64 both competing back to back, and the N64 is still a phenomenal system with all of their games. It's just so amazing, and I'm doing it like a little play, like a little console war play, but yeah, there's some mysterious opponents out there during this era that just wants to take the PlayStation's throne and Nintendo. So let's see what happens on my future streams, who's going to join in on Super Stream Saturdays and Sundays. It's just going to be real interesting to see what's going to happen next on the next episode. But right now, Cloud's going through his childhood. This is a flashback. And you're going to see a lot of those throughout the storyline. And one fascinating thing about this game is the storyline effects. They're just so immersive, even with the 2D plane. It still feels very 3D-like in a lot of ways. I don't know, maybe it is on a 3D plane, but yeah, it's just very interesting with the technology on the PlayStation 1, how they're able to utilize the graphics to the fullest. So, and this, just to let you know, this is obviously the original, this isn't the remaster. And I've been for Tomb Raider, and I played the 2K game, which those graphics are pretty much the latest graphics, but this is the era pretty much with, you know, a little bit of probably upscaling and up-resing, high resolution than original, because I'm playing on the Series X. But for the most part, it's pretty well intact. Well, besides any glitches, because that's the thing about these games, you may encounter even more glitches than the original by being a backwards compatible game in some sense, or just like if you call it a remake or a remaster. Oh, I should have skipped this. I really feel like I can change a lot of things, but I just want to give credit and not just take all the ego for myself to all of these video game makers that made these original games. They really set a foundation for entertainment in video gaming history. I feel like a very solid foundation with the type of different artistic and visual effects and the battle system, storyline, just captivating multiple audiences. And then in the recent years, it's got the newer generation that hasn't experienced it growing up. So it's just very humbling and privileged to be able to share this experience with people. If they want to get in video games, this is the stream to watch, I guarantee you. Credit to all the streamers in Twitch. I love you guys. I follow so many people. Like, these people are, I feel like, and even more credit to them, they actually, Twitch streamers took Hollywood's power. That's why Hollywood has fallen, because all these big internet streamers like YouTube and TikTok, they stole Hollywood's spotlight. That's why Hollywood's not where it was, where it used to be. Now people are realizing their own power and taking it and becoming the full potential. YouTube, think about it, YouTube. Despite all the controversies and copyright and everything, you know, and hopefully they'll get better on some things, but more lenient when you're just trying to stream something. What I noticed on 2K, it muted out my music, and I didn't even know that. That's interesting. So, because of the copyright. So, yeah, it's just very fascinating with everything. But yeah, and the legalities and everything is confusing. Usually, I should have probably gone over here. I think there's some extra items, I believe, I can possibly get ready for stocking up as well. Well, okay, I don't know if I probably should get it. Might go up here. And just to let you know, this is definitely different from all the other streams. It's actually going to be a lot more slower paced, but it's going to be longer pretty much than a lot of other games in the Super Stream Saturday and Sunday. What is it, Sunday going in? Almost, not quite yet. Getting there. There's materia. That's the extra item. I didn't see it coming up. Sweet. See? And if I would have never did that, I would have found that item. I wonder if I can go up to the top. See, and that's the thing about this game. Okay, there it is, the ladder. I'm just... sometimes my vision is like special needs. I don't know what I just did. Oh, rested. Okay. I guess that's good because I should recover all my HP, but I might have everything recovered already. I'm trying to think now, like, how did I get back? Get back here? Yeah, this game is 2D, 3D plane, 2.5D plane. I don't even know what kind of plane this would be, actually. But, yeah, it's just, fun. I guess I'm going this way. I think I'm supposed to go to bomb another reactor. But I'm still gonna try to complete this in a timely manner compared to a normal, gameplay. An average streamer, I believe. So, yeah, that's why you just see me just like jetting through the text. Sometimes I might slow it down every now and then. But I want to get you to see the whole scope of the game without missing to be like too much of a beat or just like it's feeling like you get put off by like the long text. think those people took my deal too. They tried to switch me. Oh, hey, Ivysaur EG. I just see that. Thank you for watching my stream. I'm glad I looked down because, being new to this, I'm just like very amateur on trying to monitor my chat, so yeah. Ivysaur. Oh, that brings back Pokemon memories. I gotta cover that, of course. Very, very great games. My name is Sonic Hayes, you know, so you can call me Day if you want. That's my real name. I'm a variety streamer and entertainer as well, and I do professional voice streams, professional gamer. Top at the top, I pretty much play the best that they got in the tournaments and stuff because of my reaction time. I have the fastest reaction time in the world. One of the fastest, not the fastest, but one of the fastest. Measured my reaction time, but yeah, thank you for joining my stream. It's very, very humbling to actually just see somebody interact in my stream. Let me check my chat to see if there's anything. Not missing anything. There's some pretty stiff competition out there in online multiplayer. I have to give credit to all these online gamers that aren't hacking and using aimbots on me. There's some really talented gamers out there nowadays, I will say. But I like winning. And eventually I want to play in the tournaments. So, yeah. Right now, you can have situations like this where it's very challenging to the opponent player. You have status effects. And what's interesting in this game, if you actually attack your own person, you can wake them up, I believe. Let's try that. There she goes. She's woken up. Ladies and gentlemen. That's how you clear the 6 stacks. without even actually using an item, just using a command. So you're not using any magic at all by curing that status effect, which is a very useful tip if you're playing these type of games. Turn-based time battles or anything that has that type of situation in that gameplay element. So yeah, that's it's very helpful. So I hope you guys can fully utilize that the best that you can. I think I'm more lost than the TV show at these events. I'm not really good at this. I didn't want to attack my own teammates, especially such a lot of other things, but... One thing about Tifa, she's a fighter. And, so much respect to the female fighters in this game, because they're so strong and so nice to people. And the voice actors in the future Final Fantasy games too. It's just very good to see great female. I feel like they're pretty much protagonists in this game as well. It's not all just about Cloud, because you'll see me play Cloud through the majority of the game. And right now I'm in this area just like trying to figure out how to get to this other reactor. But I guess it's kind of a good thing, because these battles, see, in a situation like this, usually I'm live streaming, I want to get through this as fast as I can, but this is actually going to be useful for the later boss battles. In these type of turn-based time battle games, this one specifically, Final Fantasy VII, one big thing you can fully utilize to, I don't know if I would consider it cheesing through the game, but making the game a whole lot easier is just facing through the same enemies over and over and over again to increase your levels and your stats. Just getting more and more abilities. So, speaking of female protagonists, there's something that I'm really playing with right now, but I got a live stream. See the one. But, yeah, these people in this game, all of them, men and women, that made this game very talented. And they all came together and put all the different aspects, the characters, the gameplay, the sound, environments, battle system, the balance. And now I'm using potions to gauge to see just enough what I need so I don't overuse it. That's good. Looks like I'm gonna be running into a lot more battles. And another thing, whenever it switches like that, it can be kind of disorienting where you move the joystick. So I gotta hold the up on the joystick to get through this part. No, since I did it on that area specifically, it sent me. the way they want to go. I don't even know if I'm in the right. Is this where I'm supposed to go? Oh, okay. Thank you. That's useful. Yeah, the car's just looking like, okay, I'm gonna slice through all these enemies right now. It is really irritating. As you can see, speeds up his time limit thing, so it makes him attack faster. You don't have to wait as long. And it's still fast damage, but you'll see it evolve later on in the game. Good old-fashioned limit. Okay, it's looking different, so that's good. We're on the right track finally. That's fine. believe this is another flashback. Sephiroth is like one of Cloud's mentors when he was a soldier. Early on in his life. my goodness, my health is getting low. Yes, I got it. Alright, thank you for joining my stream for Super Stream Saturday. Well, Sunday now, probably. Yeah. Um, I believe I'm going to continue this game. Usually I want to stream multiple games every Sunday and Saturday, but this game is so long, it's going to have to be a multiple part game, very special game. So it might take up actually multiple weeks if that's the case. So I appreciate everyone that tuned in and watched, and would really even appreciate it if you'd be super awesome if you follow. Thank you so much, and have a good one.